was always just this skinny girl with stringy hair packed into this community swimming pool with other thin girls with stringy hair. My life's always been disinfected. I'm not glamorous. The only man who ever looked at me was the owner of a drive-in restaurant. He was bald and had a carving knife stuck in his apron. His eyes were like beef soup. I felt so debased.
You missed your chance, my girl. You may have thought he was some horny Canuck, but he was really Blackie the Butcher. Now you've gone off and missed your chance.
Frank's different. George is different too.
George doesn't need me prolonged, that's for sure.
He's got a nice red coat.
That's the ticket. He's got a red coat.
And a nice smile.
Happy-go-lucky, that's George.
He wouldn't make me cry.
Now how about that, George? Would you make her cry?
Even if he did, I wouldn't mind. He's so big and so respectable.
How about that, George? Respectable.
And I'm attractive. Didn't you say I was young and beautiful and glamorous and pure? Let them put me in a rack. I don't care. Let the black man drink my blood. I don't care. George will look after me. I've got soft skin and a good disposition. What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Frank will be sorry he didn't take me into the Chamber of Horrors. He'll be sorry he left me alone. He'll find out he can't abandon me in this way. He'll find out something about the power of my virginity. What are you doing? Please, please, why are you doing this? You have my stockings, aren't they enough? What more do you want? Oh, George, do something. Save me.
It's witching hour in the Wax Museum, Sally Ann. It's time for love.
Please, why are you doing this? What are you doing? Dear God, why didn't you take me to the bubbler and let me drink? Why didn't you let me wait outside? Oh, George, don't touch me. Please, I'm young and pure and plain. I've taken the home cure. George.
You're beautiful, and you're our only hope.
I could never swim anything but the side stroke in the community swimming pool. I always swallowed water. Once they took me to Saskatchewan, I vomited in the car. Don't you hear me? Don't you understand what I'm saying? I've always had this terrible emptiness in my head. I never knew how to fix my hair. Even now I sit with my knees together. What are you doing? Oh God, what next? Oh, George. George, do something. Can't you see that I'm unwilling? Can't you see I'm afraid of the baby in the cat's jaws? Can't you see that I'm afraid? Oh, please, can't you leave me alone to my soap and water and bobby pins, lonely walks in the sunshine? Why can't you leave me alone? I always had to walk home from school alone. Please, please, I'm just like Queen Elizabeth.
Now be quiet. She's just like everyone else.
What have you done?
You were born for this place, Sally Ann. You're young and beautiful, and you'll live forever. You're at the price of anyone's admission. Do you know what they'll write on your cardboard sign for the tourists? Young Canadian woman in the throes of love.
It's not true. Please. I'm not that kind of girl. I want to go for a ride in a horse-drawn carriage with the man I married. I I just want to sit there with my hands in my lap.
Love is for you and for me and George. Dirty old George. Didn't anyone ever tell you that? It's fun, isn't it?
Yes. Everybody knows it's fun but me. Even poor old Lord Nelson.
You can see it in the old boy's eyes.
I don't want to go for a ride in a horse-drawn carriage. Where did I get that idea?
Just one of the many attractions of romantic Canada, that's all.
You know what I want? I've known it all along. I want a big man in a bright red coat. Take me within the full view of kings and queens and school children in a wax museum at noon.
Young Canadian woman in the throes of love.
But that uniform. Take off that awful uniform.
George is an obliging chap. You'll see. Naked flanks and a good heart. Quick now, he's waiting. So, George, another conquest. Take care of her, my boy. She's got pretty legs. Oh, George. The boys put candy wrappers in your pocket and yank at your coattails. And the young girls swoon and swipe your hat. And I guess that's what comes of having a good heart, George. Even the whole mothers love you. They don't even know the half of it. But I won't forget, George. For now, it's goodbye. The time has come.
Sally Ann, for Christ's sakes, quit hiding, Sally Ann. It's time to go. Don't keep me waiting, baby. For Christ's sakes.
That's me, George. Goodbye, George. And remember, don't touch the wax. It's poisoned.
Just look at you. Collar open, hat on the back of your head. You're a mess, George. A regular disgrace. You need a woman. That's what you need. A good woman, somebody you can hold in your arms, filled with joy. Somebody who doesn't mind a little blood on the floor. That's me. I'm your girl, George. Georgie. Georgie, take care of me, George.